So I'm gonna take you guys along with me today. Got a pretty busy day. I just got some work done at a coffee shop. After that, we are going to shoot some content for a listing in downtown Durham. We have $3.5 million, 10,000 square foot building. We want to get that sold, so we're gonna try to create some more content and push that one pretty hard. After that, we're driving down to the Triad. For those of you who don't know, in North Carolina, the Triad is High Point, Winston-Salem, and Greensboro. We're doing a lot of cold calling there, doing a lot of prospecting. We have a warehouse closing next week, actually 2 warehouses closing next week, and then we have a lease listing there. So we're gonna go down there and show that property. That was actually a lead off of Instagram from one of the videos we shot. So we're gonna keep pushing the videos hard because I think that's the next step. So right now I'm just heading over to meet Charles. We're gonna shoot some. Shooting a couple things. We're shooting day in the life of a commercial real estate broker because that's one of the most searched things. So we're gonna shoot that video. Second thing is we're gonna shoot an ad for our listing here in downtown Durham. So come on. All right, guys, we're here at our listing in downtown Durham. It's a 10,200 square foot retail building, standalone, with lots of parking. Inside's a blank slate. There's not another building in Durham. Well, actually, now we can't say that because Van's got his right there.
Hey, I'm Van, the commercial man.
Dang it, Van. This is one of the only buildings in downtown Durham that's standalone, has enough parking, and is a blank slate. So if you have a user or you're a user, something like a food hall would be phenomenal here. Another grocery store, event space, this would be phenomenal for you. So come on, let's go take a look inside. All right, as you can see, it's pretty blank. It's a blank slate in here. It used to be a supermarket. We're gonna walk you through it. You got a reception area here, big wide open slate, and then in the back we have walk-in freezers and fridges, and then there's a little mezzanine with office space up there and some bathrooms. So after we get a good idea of where the owner's at in their stage, whether it's their first investment property, their 18th investment property, if they're trying to sell and do a 1031 exchange, if they're trying to sell and just cash out, maybe they're trying to sell and retire, it all depends on the motives of the seller. So we try to really get an understanding and picture of that before we list a property. After we get through that first phase, we like to see the property first before we give any kind of analysis, because it's hard. I mean, you can give an analysis from a desktop, but the best thing is to come see the condition of the property, see what's going on around it. And you know, if you know the area like we do, this is Durham, so it's our backyard. I was born and raised in Durham. We know this area very well. It's still good to lay eyes on the property, walk through it, get a tour. After we do that, then we really dive into a market analysis. So we'll look at market reports on CoStar, we'll look at what's sold in the last 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, see what things are leasing for, see what the competition is. You know, what other buildings in the area are for sale? What are other buildings in the area for rent? How much are they renting for? And how much did they sell? Those are all key factors. Another thing to look at is, you know, how long does the person own the property? Once we do all that, we get a good analysis. Then we typically give the seller, this is what we think it's worth. This is what we think you could sell it for. This is what we think you could rent it for. If you like all this and you're willing to work with us, we're going to list it for you. So we send them the listing paperwork. We fill out a listing agreement. After we fill out the listing agreement, if they sign it, good to go, we start our marketing process. So we do videos like you're watching now. We do a professional flyer. We do professional photos. We put it on all the listing service. We blast it out to all the brokers in the area. We do a lot of cold calling. I think that's one thing that sets us apart from a lot of other brokers. We'll put the property on the market and then we'll hit the phones. Every property around that area, we're going to call them. Anybody who's bought a property that's similar to this one in the last 12 months, we're going to call them. Any potential user who could fit the space as an owner occupant, we're going to call them. So, I mean, we do a lot of calling, starting to go a lot harder on the video marketing, right? Like you're watching now. So that's a good rundown of what we do for our sellers. So we just got done shooting some content here. Now we're gonna head to High Point. It's about an hour drive. We have a showing there from a prospective tenant who liked one of the videos that I sent out. We're gonna see if it's a good fit for him, see if we can help him out, get the building filled, and then we have a couple of appointments later in the day. We just pulled up to our listing in High Point. It is a 20,000 square foot building for lease. You guys have probably seen me post that. We're actually closing on the building next door too in 7 days. So we kind of have this whole area under wraps, but I'm gonna show the space to a prospective tenant. He reached out through Instagram, see if it's a good fit for his business. Hopefully it will be. We can sign a lease. I'm probably not gonna film the showing just because I don't want to film the tenant, but I'll keep you guys posted afterwards. So we just got done showing the property to the prospective tenant. They're interested. They're gonna go back, talk it over. I'm gonna send them the flyer with all the information, the lease rate. Typically when you're dealing with leases, everything's negotiable. So if they want to do the work, then potentially that could be worked out in the rate. If we want to do the work, that could potentially be added into the rate. Depends on how long they want to sign a lease for. Everything's negotiable. Leasing's kind of the wild, wild west, but I think the tour went good overall and we're gonna drive back to Durham and we'll be good. So something funny happened while we were here. We saw a van like driving around the parking lot and I thought it was the tenant that we were showing the property to. So I walked walked out there and waved at. They got out of the car and they were like, hey, we are with XYZ company, I can't say it, but we're looking for space in the area. Are you guys the owners? And we're like, no, we're not the owners, but we're the listing agent. And so long story short, we ended up touring the building, showing it to them. They're another potential tenant. And it just so happened to be that we were here showing the property to somebody else and they were interested. That's never happened to me in real estate, but that's pretty cool. See what comes of both of those times at Chuck.
Lunchtime.
Hungry.
Yep.
So we just wrapped up our lunch, drove back from High Point to the Burlington area. We're here at a multifamily property we got a listing agreement signed about a week ago. Just got the financials in. If we get the financials, we're gonna put together the marketing packet. 20 unit apartment complex in Graham. This is a good one. Charles called him literally probably 3 years ago. So that's just what it takes sometimes in real estate and commercial real estate. He called him 3 years ago and got a no, and then just stayed on over and over. Just follow up, follow up, follow up. I mean, the higher the chance that you'll get a listing, you'll get a deal, whatever, but you have to follow up in this industry, and this is a proof of it. I mean, following up for 3 years and now we got a signed listing. So hopefully we can sell this thing for this guy. If we can sell it, be a good one. So, all right, guys, that pretty much wraps up everything. Thanks so much for coming along with me today. Hopefully you gained some insight of what a realistic day looks like in a commercial real estate broker's life. Show you the reality of what we do, listing appointments, going to shoot content, driving from place to place. If you enjoyed the video, please press subscribe and hit the like button. Leave me a comment down below of what you'd like to see more of about commercial real estate, whether it's a question you have or a topic you'd like to learn more about or something you'd like to see in day-to-day life. Thanks so much.